Bop. Dop da bop. Bop. Shiddle doo bop. Bop.
Beard
Chip
Love
doop bop
Show.
boo.
Yeah.
It's just the two of us. It's
Oh,
just,
now we're mixing up way too many songs.
It's just.
What's up, everybody? Look at, we did it. We pressed live, and yeah,
Hey.
it's the two of us right now. Toby messaged me a little bit earlier and was like, "Hey, I have no internet." So if you watch any of the Triple T shows, you realize that Windstream apparently still has some issues. I'm not going to say they stink because then Toby's not going to have probably internet ever again. But yeah, he's having some terrible internet issues, and that's unfortunate. But either way, Toby, hopefully you have a good rest of your night and not stress out. No internet. Sometimes it's good to disconnect. And yeah, go do the disconnect. And what do we got? Brandon is at a fundraiser. He said he should be able to make it a little bit later. So hopefully we'll see Brandon in a little bit. And Logan, I don't know. He's camping or he's doing this or I don't think he likes to be a part of the show anymore. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yikes.
But either way, we have producer Zac, who's not really going to be able to do too much producing. We had all these cool things and transitions and stuff that he was going to do, but he doesn't have to do it anymore.
I mean, we can just transition back and forth between you and I, like big screen, little screen.
That
we had some cool wipes, like Star Wars.
That'd be cool. We don't have that. But either way, this is episode 150. So in 6 more episodes, it's going to be our 3-year anniversary, and we're going to have to do something really cool for that. And yeah, look at all these amazing people in here. Super excited super excited to have you all here. And on this episode, we're going to talk about the weirdest drunken moments. And they came out with some new Girl Scout cookies that are going to be pretty good. We're going to hopefully save that for what Brandon calls himself, I think, on the internet is what? Fat Daddy?
See, Elo knows what's up.
Right? It's balls to the awesome. Yeah. Rozzie's like, look at these beards. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be possible to have these amazing beards without Copper Johns. All right, you guys can go to copperjohns.com, copperjohnsbeard.com, and you can use Producer Zac as a code, or you can use Beard Laws. Use Producer Zac. Oh, thank you so much. Happy birthday to your daughter. Do you want to sing happy birthday?
Sure.
Should we sing happy birthday? All right, you do the thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday, daughter.
Yeah.
Cha-cha-cha.
Oh, we're doing that one.
We're
going south of the border with this.
Happy birthday, Lalita's daughter. Happy birthday to you. And know what you get for your birthday? You get Brandon J McDermott. Hey! Not like you don't get Brandon J McDermott. You get.
If the price is right.
Oh, the price is right. So, spoiler alert, we might be talking about game shows next week. So, if you like game shows,
I hope so.
Happy Spawn Day. Yes. Happy birthday. What's up, Nita? Thanks to all our amazing YouTube subscribers. Thanks, Brandon. We were just saying how you had a crazy busy day at the fundraiser, and we were like, he's going to be late, and it was expected. I know you don't know. We hadn't had a lot of chance. I didn't want to bug you while you're there. Toby has no internet, and Logan has no interest, I think. Or whatever. I think he's camping again, and he's like, I got spotty internet. And I'm like, well, yeah, the studio's here. But either way, all kidding aside, Logan, hope you enjoy another weekend with the family because, having an entire summer with them is pretty hard to do. 150 weeks, 6 more episodes, Brandon. 3 years we've been doing that.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It's amazing. I've not been here for that long, but I'm glad to be here for the part I could be. I tried to rush home as quick as I could. Glad I'm here at the beginning.
Wow, I was thinking like 9:20, 9:30 in my brain, or 8:20, 8:30, but yeah, it is possible, like Elo says, that Logan got overwhelmed with the poop pics and was like
looking at him.
He's like, I can't make it. Why do I have to come to the show when I get poop pics sent to me?
I just see him like looking at his phone to the poop pics and just.
Yep. He licks his lips a lot, which is weird.
It's a little weird, but hey, either way, send all of your poop pics to Logan at beardlaws.com. And as you can see, Brandon, on the introduction, Weirdest Drunken Moments, that was spun on the picker wheel. And, we all have some moments. I've been thinking, because we've had this one that was spun a couple of weeks ago, and I've just really been thinking of which ones I want to share, which one I consider, I guess, weird. I legitimately have a story that could probably be turned into a movie. And I'm not going to get into that one because the only real way that I can tell this story is with having the other 2 to 3 guys in there to piece them apart. It's wild. Absolutely wild. There's just stuff that you can't make up. And I just have all these moments. And I can't think which one the weirdest one, but and then we also have a new Girl Scout cookie. Have you seen it yet, Brandon?
I've not. I'm excited.
Oh, super excited. And as I was saying there, we couldn't do it without you, so I'm glad you're here. But I think let's start off just real quick, seeing how you guys are, what's going, what's new. There's a lot of, moving pieces. And Zac has some exciting news with a new addition to the family.
Yes, we got a puppy this week.
Got a puppy.
We did. We got an English cream golden retriever, which was a dog breed I didn't know existed until I purchased one.
Mhm.
And then if you ask anybody that finds out I have that, they're like, "Oh my god, that's an amazing dog." It's like, how did everybody but me know about this dog? But yeah,
I didn't know about that dog.
I didn't know about that dog. June Lula though. June Lula is a great little addition to the family.
So you got a dog in August, named it June. Makes perfect sense.
Fuck yeah.
I thought English cream was just what James Bond yelled out when he climaxes.
Now there's two
Gross.
English creams.
Now I'm just thinking of Sean Connery on the job.
Oh, well, that's not
English
a terrible.
Oh.
Would have been even better if I was drinking a Genesee cream ale when you were talking about that.
Oh,
but I'm
yeah.
not.
Shout out to Genesee Brewery. Genesee, if you want to be a part of the ticker wheel, get a hold of us. But on tonight's ticker wheel, it's Bones Coffee, because let's face it, Bones Coffee is the best way to start off your morning, in my opinion. Your afternoon when you need to pick me up. And let's be honest, it goes well with cookies, just like potentially these Girl Scout cookies we're going to talk about. Go to bonescoffee.com, use code BEARDLAWS, and it's gonna help with the show.
We can choose to talk about this during the cookie segment, but as I was coming here, like getting ready to come here while my wife was just in the shower, I unlocked a new cookie combination.
Ooh,
and it's pretty awesome. Let's table that for the cookie conversation.
Great. Brandon, obviously you've had some crazy busy couple of days. How's things with you? Anything new, exciting? Anything you want to share to the lovely viewers of this podcast?
Well, I do actually. If you are in radio or would like to be in radio or have radio experience and can relocate to small town Iowa, I've got the job for you. We've got a spot opening up that's just opened up. It's on Indeed. You can apply. You get your own radio show, 4-hour radio show, and you get to be a play-by-play for sports. So you'll be doing high school football, basketball, and volleyball, baseball, softball, play-by-play.
Man,
do it all. But you got to live in small town radio or small town Iowa.
I know my dream job is in small town Iowa, and I'm not anywhere near there. Damn, double damn, triple damn. But hey, maybe you know what? Maybe all right. Better half, kids. I gotta go. You're on your own. I'll leave you some money. I'll send you some lunch money. I'll travel home in the off season of radio, which is never.
I don't know if I would want you to work there, Matt, because you would be following me and you'd probably just knock it out of the park.
Oh, but we would knock it out of the park, just like a home run. I would. So, and I've called a couple of games around here locally. I had some very high praises to some people that have, actually told me to their okay, yeah. So just real quick in the private chat, Brandon, we'll talk about it later. But if you have a link to the Indeed, he's got Zac actually has some alumni in some school might maybe have a dream connection. But yeah, I'd love to do it. We did some games here locally, and then the pandemic hit, so a lot of the schools around here, and I'm guessing throughout the country, kind of got their own people to call the games. They have their own cameras, their own setups and stuff. So I kind of got there. But if anybody's watching, anybody in the local area wants me to call any games, just let me know. I'll do it super cheap, potentially even first one's free, and it'll be super cool. Anyways, so if you guys want a job and you're near Iowa, check out Indeed, or I'm sure Brandon would entertain a message.
Tweeting the deets, perhaps.
Tweets and the deets.
Does the job come with a blue check mark?
No, not even I have that.
No. When I was in media, the Twitter had suspended blue check marks, and I was fucking furious.
Yeah, we could go on and on and on about blue check marks and what they mean and what they really don't mean, but nothing pisses me off than seeing some fucking journo, and I was a reporter for 10 years, so I can say this. Some fucking journo who's got 150 fucking followers on Twitter who's now verified because he covers county board meetings. Yeah.
We don't want anybody impersonating him, Brandon.
All right, yeah.
We don't want, this is some serious shit. It's the integrity. It's the backbone of our democracy, people. Support freedom of the press.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like we said, we could go on and on. There's a lot of people that chase that blue check mark, and I'm sure there's other meanings for blue check marks. Like Wouldn't that be funny if all of a sudden they came out with pregnancy tests that had blue check marks?
I think it'd be funny if you could swap out a blue check mark for like a pineapple or something like that.
But then if you look at it upside down, then it's a whole new thing. There were some people that apparently didn't know what the upside down pineapple was, and that was a conversation to be had. And then I just started asking pretty much everybody I knew. You know what the upside down pineapple means in the store, Brandon?
Upside down pineapple means? No.
Like if you're walking through the store and you have a pineapple, like an actual real fruit pineapple, and it's upside down in your cart, or potentially mailbox or something. I've been hearing a lot of weird stories. It means that that you're a swinger and you are open for business.
Oh shit!
This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Okay, I guess Tinder is on the blue check mark to be verified. Interesting.
Don't want to be
You get
impersonated.
the blue check mark when you're tested and you got all your results up to snuff and up to date.
I think that's a real thing on a dating app. To be honest with you, I think you can upload like some sort of proof of like
you should
clean bill of health, and you actually get like an embossed thing.
Like a dog, show me your paperwork. Let me know you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Matt, you could also go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you get to look the gift horse right in the mouth before you even take it home. It's just there it is.
You know, upside down pineapple. You know what you'd also do? You should wear a shirt that says, "Hey, I want to fuck your blank."
Yeah. Or it could be
or please fuck my blank.
Yeah, there's a subreddit for that.
Yep.
Is it know that? But
yeah, it's called "Would You Fuck My Wife?" and that's just a collection of guys posting pictures of their wives, asking the question, and then there's one that you get invited to from that called "Will You Fuck My Wife?" and
wow, the internet's a weird place. Reddit is definitely
Reddit's
right
a
up
trip.
there.
I've gotten a lot better at not kink shaming, and I don't think I will today too.
Oh, fair enough. That's good. I guess that's pretty good. There was a couple of people that apparently had talked about. We're gonna move on from that. Let's go with the weirdest drunken. Let's go with the weirdest drunken moment, so we can get this out of the way.
Wait a minute. What if my weirdest drunken moment includes? No, I'm joking.
My pee-pee is involved in my weirdest drunken moment.
Okay.
Well, I think you should kick it off then, Zach.
All right. So weirdest drunken moment. I had just broken up with a high school girlfriend. We still, at that point in our lives, we had a lot of the same friends still. So we showed up at the same house party, and I am in the bathroom taking a piss after a night of excessive underage drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And, I hear the door open and shut behind me, and I look, and it's the ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I miss you." I'm like, "Well, you either got to leave or you got to come over here and hold this for me."
You scare me like that. Now I'm going to be missing this bowl here. So
yeah. And so
I missed the look. So you were in there taking a leak.
I'm in there taking a leak. Yeah. She sneaks in behind me, shuts the door, gives me this look. "So what are you doing in here?" She goes, "I miss you." I said, "Well, I don't miss you. So you either got to come over here and help me hold this, or you got to get the fuck out."
Did you start saying, "Hello there, angel from my nightmares"?
Hello there. It was probably playing someplace in the party.
That's a great party. Okay, so you're rocking a piss.
So I'm rocking a piss. She comes in. I'm thinking she's going to leave. She doesn't. She comes up and tries to be sexy about holding my peeing wiener. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, listen. And like, have you ever tried to get in a scuffle while you're urinating? Impossible. Yes. What?
Yeah.
Pause that. Put a pin in that, because that's coming up next.
Okay.
And so anyway, so we get in the scuffle. I finish my piss, and I'm like, "You need to go. Like, you need to get out of here." And then, back and forth, bickering back and forth. I know we got in a little bit of fight. Next thing you know, we're in the garage. It's February in northern New York. Things are happening. And, a bunch of people walked in to see what happens when two
exes
have a couple too many bumps of Skull vodka chased with 5-hour energies.
Ooh.
And yeah, I was having a great time. She was having a great time until all of our closest friends walked in, grabbed a beer, and high-fived us like in the middle of everything.
That's weird. Know what I would have done if I'm the ex-girlfriend and grabbing your penis while you're peeing?
What's that?
I'm angling it up so it pisses all over you. And it's okay if I get on my hands. I'm going, "That's for breaking up with me."
It was so like.
What do you mean? No, that's what I'm saying.
But what happened was even weirder though. Is like,
I don't know. That'd be pretty weird.
Like I'm sitting there, and so all right, like picture yourself, close your eyes, picture yourself. You're standing at a toilet, okay?
I don't want a picture because I didn't take a
there's carpet in this bathroom, by the way.
Oh,
disgusting. And instead of just one, she touched it, which was weird enough. Two, she did it like Patrick Swayze in Ghost. She did it from behind. Like she came around and grabbed it.
So like she was trying to. So you were like, it was like the reverse role of trying to teach somebody how to tee off, like with a golf club.
Exactly.
Except for obviously a much smaller club.
Yeah, much is more like mini golf. Actually, what is it? In the Paralympics, the sled hockey.
Yes.
The tiny stick. That's kind of what it was like.
Gotcha.
But she just like, I was pissing and she was holding it. Didn't want to get it on the carpeted floor, but she's also like massaging it.
Yeah, it's a weird moment.
Yeah, it's just weird.
You so far you take the cake for the weirdest drunken moments. Brandon, it's not like a one up. You don't have to try to top it, but do you have any weird drunken moments?
I do. When I started in radio, I started as an intern. This was 17 years ago, and I was 18 years old, 19 years old, 18. I was 18.
Okay.
Wasn't even old enough to drink yet. And worked for the radio station. We had this thing called the Q Cruise. Worked for a station called Q 98.5 FM in Omaha. Again, I was just an intern.
Omaha's hot rock radio station.
And they did, actually it was Modern Hits, Q 98.5. But they had what they called the Q Cruise. And they basically had a cruise. And when you're in Omaha, Nebraska, and you don't have, fucking coastline, you do it up the river. And so we just did it up and down the river. And it was still pretty fun, but you go out there about 6 o'clock, come back about midnight. Lots of booze, of booze.
Grain alcohol.
Yes, there was, but mostly beer. I was on the team because I was a part of the radio station. I was a part of the people who were IDing folks who got to go on, because of course you got to make sure everybody's 21. But here's my question: who IDs the IDer? Nobody, apparently.
Nobody. So
I was able to catch on the ride and had some fun. But late on in the evening, everybody was dancing. And I mean, man, we got lit. One of the radio hosts got so lit, he fell overboard. And, it was
shit.
They caught him and stuff, and he was fine. But I was dancing with this woman who, I didn't know who the hell she was, first of all. But when you're wearing a little thing around your neck that says Q98.5,
Are you saying woman sarcastically?
No, there's no. That was
okay. All right.
This was a person who was born as a woman, and who displayed as a woman, and I was okay with that.
Check.
We ended up dancing, and of course, throughout the several songs we danced to, she started sharing information with me, like she was getting married that summer, and she's from Kansas City, which is about 3 hours south of Omaha, and that she's got a house on a lake in Omaha that her parents have, and that I should come visit her.
Was there a pineapple? Did you have a pineapple?
No, I think it was just her like last hurrah kind of a thing. But I didn't do anything crazy with her because I was a sad little man who was mostly a church going guy, but we did do some grinding, and it was fun. So it was good. But no, so what other thing we did, not her and I, but at the station, I was a part of it. I didn't run it. I want you to know this. I was the intern. It wasn't the radio hosts who were doing this.
Were you getting paid?
They put us up. No, I was an unpaid intern, my dude. This was back in the day when they didn't pay for radio. Trying to make this quick and interesting at the same time. They had me going around with one of those old school cameras. Old school is in 2003, 2004. They were new digital cameras. You could start. Oh my God, they saved the pictures. You can go scroll through and see them.
That was a good time.
And we were giving away CDs and T-shirts to girls who did certain things for us.
Yeah,
not to us.
For us.
And we were taking pictures of said things.
Mm-hmm.
And looking back, I'm thinking to myself, this is the most awful thing that I've ever did, but also been asked to do, especially as an 18-year-old kid. Man, whatever you want to say, I don't care. I was amongst 40-year-old dudes who were working at the station.
Oh, they were loving it.
And what was even funny was like girls were doing these things for T-shirts and CDs on a cruise, and it was just awful.
In Omaha.
In Omaha, yeah.
How many?
It
How
was
many
basically Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, how many do you think of those girls have been divorced at least twice?
Ooh.
If you had to take an educated guess.
Of the about 15 that we got, at least 6 to 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And no, there's nothing wrong with being divorced a couple of times. I mean, sometimes you get married at a young age. Sometimes you just want to, end the relationship to go back, and instead of trying to get CDs, maybe you try to get some gift cards or something like that and a T-shirt.
And this is where listen, I am all for consenting adults drinking alcohol how you please and how you wish to do. You take alcohol out of that situation and none of those things are happening. Both the first story I told and the second story. So alcohol is a wild thing, man, and it makes us do funny, silly shit.
You aren't kidding.
Like
so
old peepees.
Be careful. Yes, like old peepees of ex-boyfriends.
Yeah.
Be careful out there. But
one thing too that is always a little bit wild to me is the kind of reserved kids, the really good kids through high school, and they hit the college scene, they hit this, they're not as experienced in the drinking world, and the next thing you know, they let loose and they don't really know what to happen. So it's a really tough thing because you don't want to have these kids go raging as high schoolers, but at the same point you got to have a little experience under your belt as a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid.
Also, just want to say, the last time the show is kind of changed a bit. We used to do a lot more alcohol-based stuff, talking about it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily take part. That doesn't mean I don't like enjoying alcohol and I don't drink beers with friends and stuff. I do. But I'm the kind of guy that'll buy a 6-pack and it'll be in my fridge for 6 months. Like, seriously.
That's
the last time I got shit drunk was January 1st, 2007. I wasn't even 21 yet.
No shit.
So it's been that long where I blackout drunk. Just not my thing.
No, that's a good thing, especially coming from a line where, like I said, I was telling you guys earlier, like trying to think of the weirdest drunken moments, because unfortunately I spent I don't even know what time. I spent way too many times in my life that, you live and learn. So I don't really regret it, being an alcoholic, a straight piece of crap alcoholic, you know what I mean? And thankfully that I had a child. I didn't physically have one, but you know what I mean.
It would have been more impressive if he did.
Yeah, I don't Disney World, I think, because I think Walt Disney has something in there. So I just spent way too much time and live and learn. Thankfully I came out of it with just a couple of stomach issues, but there's just so many goddamn times
into it at one point, too. You know what I'm saying?
where there's just been a lot of weird moments, and I have too many stories and I don't want to get into it. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. There was one. We were younger in high school. We'll go with this one. We were all just kind of partying the day, where we were the beer pong, but we played with quarters was a big thing. We were at a high school party, graduation party, just doing what we do, just playing some pong, just having a good time. And buddy trusted a fart. We've been drinking a lot. Could have been a sneeze. It might have been a sneeze fart too, a big sneezer.
Snort.
And next thing you know, you just kind of had this moment of like, where'd he go? I don't know. He just kind of, we'll be right back. It's dark out. So he comes back in his boots and a pair of shorts. Stinks like beer. Just really, really stinks of beer. And we're just, what the hell are you doing, man? And he was, it was hot. Just wanted to change into shorts. Didn't think anything of it. Drunken buddy decides to tell other drunken buddy, hey, don't tell anybody, but I accidentally shit my pants. Well, that was a mistake, because then everybody knew that he shit his pants. Super embarrassed. Any chance he had of trying to get with anybody was completely ruined. And come to find out, we got talking to him a little bit more. We did make him ride in the very back of the truck on the way home. Was not allowed inside. The truck just got detailed to the guy that was driving, so he was way in the back. Pretty embarrassed. And then we were all very hungover. The next morning we had to wake up super early for a pig roast, picked him back up, and continued to make fun of him for shitting his pants. But the next morning when it became light out, it was very evident that there was a towel, boxers, and some other clothes covered in shit in the middle of the yard from his cleanup. And he told us to hide the smell, mask the smell, because it was a keg party. He just decided to cover himself in beer. So, and they weren't even his shorts. We're not to this day sure exactly where he got the shorts, but he did bring the shit. No, I take it back. He took the shitty boxers, the pants home, cleaned them up because they were his good pairs. They were his drinking clothes. And I believe he was still living with his mom at the time, and the mom cleaned them up. So
I acquired a black outfit in high school.
A black outfit?
A black outfit.
I don't know.
I fell asleep and I was drunk in one set of clothing, blacked out, and then came to in a different set of clothing. It's a black outfit.
I like that.
No.
That's a good term for that. That's never happened to me, but
No?
that's the one drunk moment that I'm going to share because there is too many. One of these times I would like to potentially try to get a hold of the buddies that had one of the wildest drinking moments that have ever happened to me. Like, if we can sit down and tell you guys this story, I'm telling you, it could be a movie, and it happened way before The Hangover and stuff, and it's that wild, minus Mike Tyson, but unreal. I mean, just a quick little snippet. Like, we ended up somehow like right on the off side of the stage of Warped Tour in Montreal.
Yeah, he did.
Just got on there, like didn't even know Warped Tour was going on, and next thing you know, we're like on the stage pretty much, and still didn't really know what was going on. Pretty drunk, so wild times, and it was all fueled by trying to go see shoe models on St. Catherine Street. I don't know, Brandon, if you ever head this way, but I need to take you on that street. It is almost like heaven, except for the French are assholes. And
it sounds like a lot of fun. It reminds me of something I said I was singing U2 yesterday because we were playing at the radio station. U2, where the streets have no name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said that to my South African buddy. He goes, you don't want to go where the streets have no name here. I just started laughing at that. I thought it was funny.
That's
silly.
That's probably true.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
that's probably true. So, yeah, I mean, without going on and on, drunken moments, and Elo, not a big drinker. A lot of people,
That's
and
fine.
like I said, I'm thankful that I've kind of snapped out of the drinking days. It was just kind of one of those things that carried over. You get a little bit older without getting too deep. Where partying's fun, it's cool, and then you just don't turn it off, and then you go from being kind of the cool partier, everybody else turns it off, you keep partying, and you're just a fucking loser. And that's where I was for a while. And it's just one of those things. And some people that I know still are in that phase, and it's very unfortunate. It's an addiction, and it's and this is the last serious thing we're saying. You go get some help if you really need to.
Mm-hmm.
Go get some fucking help. Like my cousin, he went and got some help. He was on the verge of being a fucking probably dead, and he went and got some help. He's like over 3 years sober. He's just doing big things. Like, I want to get him on the show. I want to do it like an interview with him sometime. But old dick boy, I'm proud of you.
Old dick boy. So last thing I'll say is this: don't take anything I said and putting down like I'm holier than thou. Fam, I'm addicted to food. Okay, like, we all have our own things and our own that we need to deal with and overcome and whatever.
Yep.
So
yeah. But and like I said, being big advocates of getting help. I know Zach, myself, I maybe Brandon. I don't know. Like we get help, and I know some of us we potentially even use BetterHelp and just
BetterHelp.
Yeah, just a great service, and there's nothing wrong. I feel like pretty much there's certain months for men's health awareness, men's mental health. Like every month is. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Shit's not really that bad. And that was deep. Let's transition.
That was deep.
Let's transition to something that could put some people into some bad mental spots, but it's going to put me into a happy one. And I'm going to probably be devil's advocate, but this is going to be mostly Brandon getting super pumped and us just going with it. The Girl Scout cookies.
I mean, I'm pretty excited.
He's excited. He's
pretty excited.
I showed him. I don't think you knew this morning, but I showed you. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news as of yesterday. The Girl Scouts have announced a new cookie to 2023. And he knows, but Brandon, I want you to try to guess, if you truly don't know yet, what the combination of this cookie is. What's up, Tyson?
What's up, Tyson?
I'm guessing some sort of fruit compote, some sort of jelly or jam.
Wow. That's okay. So this is the tweet from Girl Scouts, who has a blue check mark at Girl Scouts. Can you say raspberry-licious? Say hello to Raspberry Rally, the newest addition to the Girl Scout cookie family. And there's a link that I'm going to click, and I'm going to share the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new Girl Scout cookie. Are you ready to rally? Spread the cheer. Raspberry Rally is here. That's a good play on the thing. Introducing the new Girl Scout Cookie Raspberry Rally. This thin, crispy cookie infused with raspberry flavor and dipped in chocolatey coating is sure to become a new favorite. Some may say it's even the sister cookie to the beloved Thin Mints. Raspberry Rally is an online exclusive cookie that can only be purchased online and shipped directly to your home. Be sure to find a Girl Scout to place your order. And listen, be respectful, these goddamn Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely don't go up to a Girl Scout and yell, "Tagalongs can eat a dick," because tagalongs can eat a dick. Just say that on podcasts in the middle of the night that a couple people are watching.
Kenrod.
Ken!
Hey, he's live from the casino right now. Ken, how you doing? Ken, you winning? Real quick, funny story. And I'm going to share it on the podcast. So my mom and dad, they went to the casino today. They were all excited. They went to go check into their room. They got the keys and everything. Went to go into the room, hit the thing, open the door. There's already fucking people in their hotel room.
Fucking people, or there's just people?
He didn't say they were fucking. Just there was people in there. There was people in there.
Poor Ken.
Lost his ass. All right. Well, hey, you win some, you lose some. There's still time. It's only 9:30, and you can go in there, spend all of my brother's inheritance at the casino. Have a good time. But
I bet you Grim's a tag-along guy.
Oh, so that's the thing. So Brandon, I want your initial reaction on the raspberry rally. We'll bring this back up. We're gonna do this. I want you to kind of walk us through not only what you're thinking, but just.
So here's my thought. Here's my initial thought in hearing raspberry. I was excited. Raspberry and chocolate go great together.
Mm-hmm.
In seeing no gel-like, gelatinous, or liquid raspberry inside, I'm somewhat saddened. But I think these would go great. Here's what I like to do with cookies. Okay?
Ooh, okay.
I like to, instead of dip them and get my hand in the milk, because that shit's weird. Fingers in milk, no, that's gross. What I like to do is I like to put an entire Oreo in my mouth, and I take a sip of milk, and I crunch the Oreo in half, and the milk gets into the cookie, and then I slowly chew the cookie.
I'm hard.
It's delicious. So that's what I would like to do with these little raspberry rallies, or whatever the fuck they're called. I think it would be great for that. I'm interested to see what kind of raspberry flavor there are inside. Artificial flavoring in fruit is very, very tough to do well, and it's easy to do terribly. A great example of that, banana. You've ever had a banana candy or banana cookie or anything like that?
Yeah.
Artificial banana flavoring is terrible.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Yes, not a big fan.
Whoa.
Sorry, I pressed
no, let's do that one. Go back to that one.
No, we're not going to do that.
Nah, we're doing that one.
All right, so it's I agree with you there. I'm not a huge banana guy, but we did. Yeah, banana, not a big thing. Not a big fan of it. But we're so your initial reaction on the raspberry rally?
I'm very excited. The Thin Mint is so far ahead of the game as far as superiority in Girl Scout cookies.
Top three, I wouldn't say ahead of everybody else.
I would say it's the top three because it's number one.
All right, we're here.
And then there's
rank your top three. Rank your three, and then this is what we're gonna do. We're getting into a Girl Scout cookie debate. We're gonna go with which ones are best by us, and I have to cheat. I have to look up the flavors. So.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So top three, Thin Mints, Samoas, s'mores.
Okay, so Thin Mints, obviously. What the hell? What one's the Samoas?
Samoas are the shortbread cookie with the chocolate coconut caramel.
That's fucking.
It's
gross.
the ring.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and what's your What's your other one?
The s'mores. It's one of the newer ones, but it looks like a merit badge.
Okay, I could.
And
I could get down on the s'mores.
Yeah, they're yummy. They're yummy.
All right.
Yeah.
Brandon, if you could rank your three, and then we're gonna go at each other for why we do this. And
Brandon's gonna say tag-alongs.
So Grim, we're gonna go with Grim's. Grim has Thin Mint at 3. Yes. He has Thin Mint at 2.
Yes.
And he has Thin Mint as number 1.
Grim, do you put him in the freezer?
Okay, that's gonna be a YouTube delay. Okay, go ahead, Brandon. Top 3 Girl Scout cookies.
This is the correct answer, and if you don't agree with me, your mom ain't got no left titty. Peanut butter patties number 1, caramel delights number 2, and Thin Mints number 3.
You're wrong.
Okay. I'm gonna throw my hat in. I'm gonna say I agree with Brandon. Number 1 for me is the tagalongs, the peanut butter patties. That's the one. But I have to also admit, I've only had the trefoils, the tagalongs, and probably a Thin Mint I've tried. I fucking hate mint. I'm not a mint guy, so it's not even a top 3 for me. Looking at these now that I'm here, I have to ask you guys: have you had the caramel chocolate chip?
There's caramel chocolate chip?
There is. Oh, never mind. It's gluten free. I'm out. But it was chocolate chip, so I thought I'd give it the benefit of the doubt. But here, we'll bring these up.
Yeah, bring those up.
All right, so
I'm in frame.
Raspberry Rally, obviously nobody's had online exclusive. I'd fuck with this one.
Yo, yeah. What is that? Adventurefuls.
Indulge brownie inspired cookies topped with caramel flavored cream with a hint of sea salt.
Yeah,
I want some of that. That might land on my top 3. This one looked phenomenal, right? But
Yeah.
it's gluten free. It's probably good, probably easy on the stomach. But I'm gonna skip that. This looks like something that your dog's gonna chew some tinsel on your Christmas tree, shit it out in a perfect circle,
I'm the dog.
and you're gonna eat the dog shit.
Oh, it's so good, Matt. It's so
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
You
like
know-
coconut though. I
You
fucking
won't-
hate
you
coconut.
won't-
Eat
you don't like
those with
coconut.
coffee.
If you don't like coconut, you won't like it. I'll just say that. But
Yeah,
they get stuck in your teeth, and you're chewing it for a while.
I love it.
Not yeah, I'm not okay. I think I would really enjoy this one, a peanut butter sandwich.
Trash.
Really?
It's not trash, but it's not as good as it should be.
They put an actual peanut in it, which is dog shit.
See, I would like that. I
That
like
is
peanuts.
right there. That's the belly button.
that again,
that's
Matt?
an actual peanut.
I like peanuts.
I am.
This looked like something weird that they shouldn't put out,
no.
like with Girl Scouts. I just feel like this is a, like you said, it kind of looks like a belly button.
Yeah, that's
And
gross.
I'm being nice. I don't think that's something that they should put out there. Like, I mean, if you're gonna do a Girl Scout s'mores badge here, I'm a leader, and then throw this goddamn thing out.
Well, I don't understand why we need 2 lemon cookies.
Here's my question. Worst of the bunch. What's the word?
Tagalongs.
Oh fuck off!
Fuck you.
Tagalongs.
Really?
Tagalongs. Let me
Hold on. Before we jump to it, though, can we just go through the rest of these as good
please.
ones potentially, and then we're gonna go at each other because this one I really want to try. Zach says it's good. Again, the
Amazing.
lemonades, lemon, whatever. Like, I can't imagine they're gonna be in anybody's really top 3.
unless you're 90.
But yes, cheers to JP Lawns and more. Tagalongs. Apparently, we're going to disagree on this. We potentially might. I'm going to piss some people off with the Thin Mints. Sorry ahead of time. This one though, I'm super intrigued by the yummy toast-shaped cookies full of French toast flavor.
Yeah.
This could jump potentially into my number 1. Probably going to be number 2 or 3.
That has the ability to knock off s'mores.
I mean, Brandon, what do you think about that one?
I have not had that one.
Me neither. I didn't know it existed.
I'm going to buy so many of these probably at some point. And then I love these ones. I love the shortbread cookies.
Yeah, they're not. Trefoil was going to be number 4 for me.
Are these a face in there? Are they
It's the
supposed to be
Girl Scout
faces?
cookie logo. I mean, it's the Girl Scouts logo.
I've never noticed that until right now. That's weird.
We panned the first gluten-free Toffee-tastic. I've eaten sleeves of Toffee-tastic, just learning that they're gluten-free. Fantastic cookie. That was going to be my number 5.
Oh, so we're going to a 5 list. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, just honorable mentions. Like,
Okay, so all right. So now knowing all the flavors, not knowing potentially some of them, Brandon, I want you to re-rank. Do we want to go 3 or 5? Just real quick, and then we're going to argue which ones are worse.
All right. Top 3 would be the peanut butter patties, Samoas,
Number 1.
2.
Okay.
And then number 3 would be Thin Mints. And
Okay.
then number 4 for me, go back up.
Yep.
Are going to be down a little bit. Are going to be the s'mores.
Mhm.
And then finishing off the top list, scroll up. Number 5 would be the caramel chocolate chip.
Okay. All right. I like it. So, Zach, let's go with your top 5. Doesn't have to be in order unless you actually.
oh no, in order, it is Thin Mints by a lot.
Okay.
Samoas, s'mores, Trefoils, Toffee-tastic.
Okay. Just went right through.
But Raspberry Rally,
Could land in there.
that is the that's the underdog to watch. That's the what the fuck are the Peacocks? What's that school that just screwed up March Madness this year?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's. That could be the St. Peter's of my power rankings here.
Okay. I'm gonna if I got to re-rank my
Adventurefuls is on my watch list too.
Tagalong, still number 1. Still going
Garbage.
there. Number 1. My number 2 is probably gonna go with. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think this is gonna land in number 2. Not tasting, going based on there. Number 3, I'm probably gonna throw in the s'mores. Number 4, I'm gonna throw in this. Number 5, because it's a classic, I'm gonna go with the shortbread cookies.
It's important to know that the s'mores is a sandwich cookie.
It's important to know that there's no Thin Mints in mine. All right, so Brandon, being the food guy, you get the honors of going first. I want you to give everybody the worst Girl Scout cookie
I'll be quiet and drink my beer.
ever.
I thought you said jerk your beer. I was like, okay.
Oh, thank God. He's got a bag of Genesee beers. Let's not jerk them.
It's one way
no
to get,
jerk.
I was gonna say that's one way to get it for free. All right, listen. All of these cookies are edible, and I would eat an entire fucking box of them. Okay, so just let that be known. If it's on the list, if I'm naming it off, it's not the best.
So there's not one of those that you would not eat.
Right. But there's one of them that I would have to probably put some peanut butter on to make it like edible.
Ooh, okay. What do we
to
got?
make it more enjoyable. Y'all are not motherfucking out here in the year of 2022 of our Lord eating motherfucking shortbread cookies like you are poor kids and your mama doesn't love you, okay? You do not need to eat terrible cookies like that.
It's true.
You sugar cookies, shortbread cookies, oatmeal cookies. You know what oatmeal cookies are? It's literally a chef or a baker was thinking to themselves, you know what? Fuck these kids. Let's put this in a cookie.
Jennifer's not.
Oatmeal in a cookie is fighting words, man. Fighting words. And you gonna throw raisins in there too? Elbow to the chin.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Mr. McDermott.
Wow, you guys are agreeing. So now we can start to disagree because what are you going to go with for your worst?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Tagalongs. They're trash. Trash.
So you would rather eat either variety of lemon cookies than
100%.
Wow.
So because here, let me describe. And Jen, you know what? And Jen has. Oops.
Oh, we clicked at the same time.
It.
Sorry about that, Jen. We clicked you at the same
I
time.
don't know about. I can't remember tagalongs in the 90s. I was too busy
being not bored.
I was too busy laying the groundwork for having diabetes by eating a metric shit ton of tagalongs. I mean, I'm sorry, not tagalongs. I got them on the brain of Thin Mints, like more Thin Mints than you could possibly fit in your mouth. I was just shoveling them in.
Yikes. Okay. All right.
Tagalong is if you take like bird suet, you know, like the little pucks that you put out on your bird feeders.
Oh, fuck off. It's peanut butter and chocolate.
Topped with the peanut butter that doesn't even deserve to go in a goddamn mousetrap. Dipped in what I can only imagine is tooth plaque dyed chocolate brown.
All right, look. If we're being
in paraffin.
If we're being honest,
disgusting.
We're being honest with ourselves. Every one of these cookies has ingredients that are very low end and are let's pump it out of the cheapest we can and sell these fucking for $8 a box.
Because it's for the Girl Scouts of America.
For the troops.
It's not just that, but it's like it's widespread. It's done on a very, very big level. Like you're not getting the high of the high, the highest.
Not one Girl Scout is touching these cookies at the inception.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, listen though, but Jen, right? She was a Girl Scout for an embarrassing long amount of time. Thin Mint straight out of the freezer, number one.
That's right, Jenny.
So, but here's the thing. Sir, I need to. Is it Zach? Is that your name? I need to make sure I say this correctly, sir.
Oh, you got him to look up from his phone for a minute.
I'm just fucking. But I want you to know something. As a foodie, the best marriage in food, the most perfect food marriage, is peanut butter and chocolate. There's nothing better. You've got the sweet of the chocolate and the savory of the peanut butter. Yes, peanut butter has sugar in it, but it's got a little saltiness from the peanuts, not penis. And the two together, it's just a perfect marriage. There's nothing greater in this world of a combination of flavors that go together greater than peanut butter and chocolate. Reese's is the most perfect example of a great snack. Zach, by the way, I was fucking with you. Hope you don't take that the wrong way. I know your name, but
I appreciate that,
and I'll never forget it now. You son of a.
Yeah, hey, leave his mom out of this. She's a very sweet woman. All right,
Jill is a saint.
She's a saint. All right, yeah, I don't know. Man, see, I'm not even going to entertain the argument because Thin Mints in Samoa's would be the worst for me. Hate coconut, hate mint. I mean, when I eat chocolate, like I don't want the mint, anything mint flavor, because it reminds me of like brushing your teeth and I just can't fuck with anything mint. So for me, it's there, and it's just not going to be enough. It's going to be a very unpopular opinion. And I don't want people on the show to hate us. So I'm going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. And man, the shortbread cookies, Brandon, they're classic. All right. It's like a peanut butter and jelly. It's like driving an old school classic car. I can understand though. I agree with you though. I'm not trying to take both roads, Brandon J McDermott style, but I could see where you would say, hey, why are you going to spend $5 on a box for this just to get that shitty flavor? But sometimes when it comes time where they're just like, hey, we have these leftover ones that I haven't sold. Would you like to buy a box, sir? And they have those left for obvious reasons. I'm going to buy them. Be the gentleman that I am. I'm going to eat the shit out of them. And that was like nostalgic for me. That was the ones that I remember eating for some reason. I don't know what it was with freaking Ken and my ma buying me those, but those were the ones. Ma would get the Thin Mints. She'd eat the shit out of those, knowing that we hated mint.
Oh, so yeah, that's smart then.
I'm gonna tell you something. Your grandma was probably a lovely woman. Never met her. I can only assume so because she's got a great grandson, a fantastic grandson, not a great grandson. But I'll tell you this: if grandma was making you shortbread cookies, she was mailing it in, my friend. Those shortbread cookies, grandma was saying to herself, you know what? I'm going to make some cookies. But you know what? I don't like this little fucking kid. He's a little shit. So I'm going to make him some shortbread. If she loved you, she'd been making you some chocolate chip.
Fair enough.
Can I segue into a funny story about grandmothers and cookies?
Oh, of course.
I mean, there's no better time to do that story.
So my grandmother, still with us, thankfully, but she's struggling with some Alzheimer's and some dementia right now.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it. But the last Christmas that we had in her in the house that we all grew up with, being grandma's house before they moved to the apartment that they're in now. She used to make these absolutely amazing homemade Christmas cookies, sugar cookies with homemade whipped cream frosting.
Whipped?
Like a little whip frosting on them. She'd put the little Christmas sprinkles on them.
Brandon's got something to say. Did you see that?
You know where grandma won? You said homemade, my dude. You said homemade.
Yeah.
She put the love in the frosting.
She did. And so
better than grandpa putting the love in the frosting. Am I right?
So she for whatever reason, we didn't get the cookies for a couple of years before this last Christmas. And so it was the last Christmas in the house. She broke them out. Nan's making cookies. It's going to be awesome.
Break them out. Break them out. And so we get there. It's Christmas. It's the Christmas Eve party. The big plate of cookies are out. They're on the big red glass plate that they're always on. I pick one up. I take a bite of it. Dog shit.
And my heart sunk.
Oh, no.
Because Nana just bought Pillsbury Doughboy cutouts, like the ones with like the Santa in it. And she flattened them with a rolling pin to make them the size that they're supposed to be, but then just made her frosting and put it on top of them. And I'm like, what the hell? Where'd Nana's cookies go? And they're like, Nan couldn't remember the cookie recipe.
Hey, shout out though for still making them.
Yep, shout out for still making them. We still get the frosting. We just don't get the cookies anymore. But Pop knows how to make the frosting, so we can still do the frosting on our Pillsbury Doughboy cookies. We just dip them like it's chips.
My grandmother used to bake cakes for all of her grandkids for birthdays, and if you ever brought a motherfucking box cake to a birthday party, my grandma would put you through a fucking wall because it was from scratch. Mm-hmm. Every time, frosting and everything from scratch. She stayed up all night baking that fucking cake for you.
Yeah.
The next day, you knew it was going to be the most dense fucking chocolate cake you ever had in your life with the most perfect frosting. Yep. Grandma did it hard, fam.
Yeah. See, I grew up with a lot of box stuff, box mac and cheese. I didn't even have, I don't think, real mashed potatoes until way later in life. That's the life. My mom wasn't. She wasn't much of a cook. She still isn't. But hey, you can't have it all. Yeah. And it's funny though, like when you grow up eating stuff like that, and then you get like real mac and cheese and real mashed potatoes and a real birthday cake, you're like, I kind of like the other ones better because your palate is like fucked.
Yeah.
But yes.
My mom's favorite dish to cook growing up, she called it Frank's chicken. It was flash frozen chicken breast that she covered with whatever seasoning she thought went on it. Threw it in the oven as hot as it could possibly go until it looked cooked. Then she would take a bottle of Frank's Red Hot sauce and dump it on it and throw butter in there and bake it until she thought it was done, which is about internal temp of 495 degrees. So, yeah.
Hey,
Frank's chicken. Then she'd cut it up and put more hot sauce on top. And that was Frank's chicken. Had it all the time.
Hey,
can of green beans.
Have you made it for your family yet?
No.
I feel like you should, and I can pretty confidently say your mom's not watching the show. But how funny would it be if you did your twist on it with like
Frank's chicken?
A smoked Frank chicken with grain beef? Just put your take on it and bring it to the next family party.
I will. Hey, Mom, you want some Frank's chicken?
Yeah, that's awesome. So Grim threw a question on the picker wheel. I feel like we should spin one here because we could probably go on and on about Girl Scout cookies and all
that was a
sorts of
quick
shit.
hour.
It was I just looked at the clock for the first time, 9:50. So let's there we go. Yeah. Boxed mac and cheese gets cooked at this house probably 3 days a week.
Okay. And hey, moms out there, shout out to my awesome stay-at-home mom of a wife. That shit's okay.
Yeah.
Your kids are going to be fine. Feed them boxed mac and cheese. Give them leftover pizza. Let them have fucking beefaroni and chicken nuggets. Listen, it's calories. There's still nutrition in it. Make sure they're getting some fruits and veggies. Don't be ashamed of boxed macaroni and cheese and frozen pizza.
Yeah.
You do it. Raise those kids.
And peanut butter sandwiches.
And I would like to echo that too. My stay-at-home wife upstairs. That yes, you make those box mac and cheese and those nasty ass fucking tater tots and shit for the kids, but you better be making daddy steak, and I want that shit handmade. All right, listen up.
Yeah, I love chicken nuggets.
I'm a big fan of chicken nuggets.
Big fan.
You know what I realized? I realized this week. My daughter's old enough now to eat with us at the table. Yeah. 21, 22 months old. I realize now that when she doesn't finish her plate, it's like having it's like either being at school again when I used to eat all the other kids' food when they wouldn't finish it, or it's like just having an appetizer that came to that you forgot to finish at the end of the meal, and you're like, oh, there's breadsticks left.
So the question is, do you take a little less knowing that there's going to be leftovers, or do you still go hard in the paint like Dennis Rodman, knowing that you get a little bonus on the dinner? Because I go with the Dennis Rodman extra food, and then knowing like, hell yeah.
She's she doesn't eat as much, a couple scoops of this here and there, so it's not like I'm getting that much food, but it's nice to have it when you're like, do I want an extra plate? No, I don't need an extra plate. Just have this.
See, unfortunately in this house, they're all at the age where they finish their meals, because when I grew up, it was whatever's on your plate you finish until you don't get up. And that was my grandfather's rule. So if you went and made your own plate because you were a big kid now and you put way too much food on there, you finish everything on your plate or you don't get up. And I made that mistake one time, and I was there for about 3.5 hours till I could finish that goddamn plate. But I finished it, and to this day, I don't waste any food. So,
what was the plate?
It was everything you could think of. I mean, mashed potatoes, some kind of meat, a couple of veggies. It was just we're kids. We're dumb. Let's be honest. Yeah. When you're a kid, you think you know everything, so you just go there. Oh shit, yeah, I'm a big kid. I'm gonna make this. I'm fucking starving. Yep. Scoop. You got a mountain of friggin' food. You eat 4 bites, and to the point where, and then you drink that water first, or whatever, milk, and you're like, I'm full, and you're like, can I be excused? The fuck you can. Finish that plate, huh? There's a lot of food left. I'm super full. Don't care if you puke. Yeah. But it was cool because we sat at the table, watched horror movies, and I finished that thing for 3.5 hours.
And it was such
ice cold mashed potatoes.
It was such a traumatic experience that you remember 3 years later. But I also want to just say this: my grandma did the same thing, similarly. Can I have a bowl of ice cream? No, not until you finish your food. Well, we were able to get up from the table. I fucking kid you not, dude. We didn't live at grandma's house, but we visited back 2 weeks later. Did she have that pork chop and those fucking peas on that plate in the back porch refrigerator that she brought out? You goddamn bet your ass she did.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't able to eat anything till I finished it.
Yep.
It was awful. So
back to where the whole, like, you're starting to get older when you've out partied it. Well, now you're starting to know you get older when you implement rules that not your parents do, but your grandparents. Yeah. And good values, and we could go on and on about parenting and values, but we're gonna go to the picker wheel because that could be that sounds more fun. So let's spin it, see what we have, and if anybody else wants anything added, this is the picker wheel. Maybe if it's your first time here, let us know in the comments. Hey, this is the first time I've ever seen your show. Hey, this is awesome. We'll give you a special shout out.
Oh, damn it. We thought we misspelled Jennifer's last name. We misspelled Jennifer's first name.
You did. You're the producer.
Well, listen.
I remember my first time spelling. Anyways, let's go to the picker wheel. This is the picker wheel. You can ask any single question. It can be anything. It can be weird. It can be awesome. It can be unique. It can be whatever. We put it on the wheel. We spin it. If it hits, we talk about it. We're going to do it. Let's do the thing. De Santo! First time here. Everybody give a round of applause and welcome.
De Santo.
De Santo. I'm sorry
if Halloween candy.
I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but hey, we appreciate you being here for the very first time. Hopefully you'll continue to come back because there's usually more people in here. It gets a little crazy, but you got the best 3. Well, you got me and Brandon.
Best looking.
Yeah, I don't know. Toby's pretty cute.
He's a chameleon of facial hair, though.
He is. Favorite Halloween candy was spun on the picker wheel, and we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna go last because I feel like people aren't going to like what I have to say. So being the food guy, Brandon, when it comes to food, you get to go first.
There was nothing worse on Halloween than catching any candy that was fruit flavored or not chocolate. Chocolate's the only way to go. The best of the best, not even close. And if you don't agree with me, I do apologize, but you are objectively wrong.
You don't have to apologize.
Reese's.
Yeah. The pumpkins or the cups?
pumpkins, cups, footballs, fam. They can do stars for the 4th of July.
I can put a peanut. What about a Reese's peanut butter dick?
A Reese's penis butter.
It could be the ones with the Reese's Pieces in it. It could be all the peanut butter lovers. It could be the chunky kind. They could have dog shit in there if it's Reese's.
Have you done the pretzels or the potato chip ones?
I did reviews on both on my YouTube channel, and I liked the potato chip one. The pretzel one was good too, but the potato chip one I thought was better.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. And you have to, me and Brandon, same age. We didn't have all the really cool shapes of Reese's when we grew up. And when I think Halloween, I obviously think when I'm younger as well. And so I'm going to go on popular opinion, and then I'm going to let Zach go. I fucking love candy corn. There's something about it. And I know Brandon fucking hates it. I love, and it's funny because even my daughter, look at, what's right to the left of you? What's right to the left of you? This is unscripted.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
What's to the left of you right now? Candy corn is back out, and candy corn in the studio.
He cares about candy corn so much, guys. See if I can get it to focus. He put a fucking bread tie on it so that his candy corn stays fresh. As Brandon would say, fam, this shit was made in 1935. It's been the same candy corn since then. All right.
Hey, when it's that good, why
change it? Doesn't need to be fresh.
Why change it? I love it. And we've talked about this.
What do you just get? Do you just get loose candy corns from the weird old guy down the street? Like,
no.
Come on.
No, I didn't.
You're so much better than that.
Listen, I didn't grow up in your city, so I didn't have those opportunities for weird guys handing out candy corn. But either way, I loved candy corn. But if I had to pick as my best, it's obviously Reese's. Huge Reese's, but it's a tough battle. And I do kind of agree with Grim here, no, I don't agree with him. Sorry. Twix and Reese's.
Twix.
And candy corn are my top 3. Go ahead, Zach. I know you're a diabetic and you love talking about candy, but when you weren't a huge diabetic when you were a kid.
I wasn't. My habits as a kid probably shaped me to be a diabetic. My top 2 favorite Halloween candies, even though I love chocolate, love Reese's, I always look forward to the Twizzlers, not the long skinny ones, but the weird like flat ones that are 2 in a package that only seem to come out at Christmas time. They're like chewier and like kind of more flexible, and they're like a different flavor. They're like strawberry or something like that, as opposed to whatever the normal flavor of Twizzlers are. I'm sure I've got some stashed in my house somewhere. I'll figure them out. And then bit of honey. Big bit of honey fan. I only like bit of honey in October though.
But these aren't Halloween candies.
That's the only time I ever get them. Huh. That's the only time I ever see bit of honey or that specific kind of Twizzlers is Halloween. And it's great because I have a 3-year-old. She's going trick-or-treating.
Hell yeah.
She's not a big fan of candy. Not a big sweets gal. She likes ice cream like her old man, but my wife and I get to raid the candy, and if she asks where it's gone, that's how it's gone.
There were so many jokes I had about her old man and not being you, but I can't. I've seen the snap. Speaking of that, here's Logan. Hi kids, sorry I missed it. Got a family when I can. Love you all.
Wait a minute.
Stay at home, Dad.
Wait a minute. Logan's not here. Didn't even notice.
Hey, family time is important, obviously. I'd hate to not have to work in the summers and be around my family all the time and put in that time and not be able to show
Grim's got my
for the
back.
last 150 episodes. But either way, Logan, hopefully you're enjoying your time. It looks like, it's good.
Yeah.
Green apple
caramel.
Yeah. That's it. I agree with Jennifer one end.
Logan,
harsh.
Logan, what's your favorite Halloween candy? You're gonna say something silly. I know you are.
Harsh. No, what's harsh is when you're gonna come into the studio next time and you're gonna be producer Logan. Except for I can't have you do that because you really don't know how to use a goddamn computer. But either way, hey, listen, it would be more harsh if you were here and late. We say it because we love you, and I know that you said
beer is his favorite Halloween candy.
Well, obviously, beer and Jack Daniels it would be his guess. But you said you love y'all. We love. No, I was doing this thing real quick. You said you love y'all. We love you too. And come back to the studio at some point. But make sure you fucking show up for the baseball strip. We got to do that. You're actually really good at that one. Logan. Hope you get railed by Bigfoot and the New Jersey Devil
and Mothman.
Wait a minute. Logan likes Jack Daniels. I thought it was just 2 dudes named Jack and Daniel.
Oh, now that the cat's out of the bag, why did they say the cat's out of the bag? Back in the day,
Smarties.
Back in the day, did they really? Let's go back into that. Whiskey in a mug he's ate so many Smarties, he is fucking dumb. I like Smarties. You guys like Smarties?
Did you guys ever have I haven't because I am a diabetic and I really do have to be choosy with when I eat sweets. Smarties has like a toothpaste. It's not a toothpaste, but it comes like a toothpaste tube. It's just like squirtable Smartie paste now.
That's fucking terrible.
Pumpkin spice everything. Dunkin' has a pumpkin spice this week. It was fucking pandemonium on the way to work like Monday because that's when it went. That's when it broke out.
Yikes! All right, we've hit our time. Let's spin what we're going to talk about potentially on the picker wheel next week. Fuck pumpkin everything too. I think.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
All right, man, pumpkin's right up there with pineapple on pizza and pumpkin and coconut. Man, I got issues. Let's spin the wheel. So many issues.
I got some for the wheel.
Okay.
If you had to fuck a vegetable or fruit, which one would it be?
Oh,
Ooh.
man, I've got an answer.
Oh, this one's going to be good. Next week.
Best dad joke.
Best dad joke.
I really hope Toby's here. Should we get Beard Gang in just for the dad joke?
He could submit one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all right, so if you have to fuck what was the question? I don't even know how to word this.
What vegetable or fruit would you get fucked by? Would you get
fuck by or fuck?
No.
I thought we weren't kink shaming, Brandon.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
That's a yum for somebody out there. Don't yuck it.
That's a yum for somebody.
Interesting. All right, so okay, we'll add that to the picker wheel after there. Picker nose wheel. I like that. That's what we should call. From now on, it is now the picker nose wheel. Picker nose wheel. I love that. Thank you, Elo. Thank you, everybody. We can't thank you guys enough for taking some time out of your busy day for whatever reason to watch us. And follow Brandon J McDermott on all the social medias. He's got some social media. I don't know if you're looking for some followers, but if you do, say your name now. If you don't say anything, then you don't want any followers. Go. Nothing. All right, and then we appreciate all of you. So thank you very much. We'll be back next Tuesday for Triple T. Same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess not the same time. And then we're a couple of weeks away. Apparently, Logan is going to Jersey. He's going to Yankee Stadium. But be back Monday. That's when we record next. See you Tuesday. And then we'll be back here next week, Thursday. We're going to talk about dad jokes, whatever else we decide is funny. This was a good show. I appreciate you, Brandon. Appreciate you, Zach. And I appreciate all the friends of the show. But more important, I appreciate all our YouTube members. Nita, Auto Metal Queen, Zach Sweeney, Toby's Army, Bomber 521, Grimlock, Elo, Lalita, Copper, John's Beard Company, use code producer Zach, Richie Tatum, Willie Webbs, Rozzy Gardner, Euban Wackenoff, soon to come, EubanWackenoff.com, Jennifer McCown, 1N, she wants to be unique, and Rob motherfucking Jones. All right, if you want to join us, hit that join button. If not, we'll see you next week. We appreciate all of you. I'm going to hit that outro as soon as I find it. And seriously, this was fun. Thank you, guys. Outro time. No.